You could be on the list, and you could be first.
Yes. And they can kill me, whoever here. So, good morning and welcome to the Mindfulness Tree Meditation Community as we continue our study of the Eightfold Path. And today is right livelihood or beneficial livelihood. So, and one of the things too I wanted to mention was things have been really busy for me. And I'm going to confess that I've gotten away from my daily practice. And so with taking last week off, I said, I've got to get back to that every day and do some physical activity too, keeping up with physical fitness. And so it's working. When you make a resolve, I'm going to do this every day. And on a day like today, when I have, the class to come to, it was only 15 minutes, but still it was 15 minutes. So I encourage you to give yourself that challenge. I also saw my VA doctor and I said, I need to say this to you so that I do it. And I said, I need you to say, start working out again. So, which she did. She was very good. So we're going to begin with our opening meditation, and I will invite the bell. Listen, listen. The sound of the bell brings me back to my true home. So notice what it's like to stop and to take your seat. To arrive and settle into your true home. Just notice what happens when you stop. The sense of hearing perhaps is a little sharper. Also the sense of feeling, of touch, perhaps is a little stronger. Of noticing the pressure of the seat against your legs and your bottom. Perhaps noticing any sensations that might arise in the seated position. Allow those to settle. Just be aware of whatever is arising and allow it and welcome it. Whatever arises, thoughts, feelings, don't try to analyze what's arising. Just become aware of it and allow it to be. Some of the greatest ideas that you will ever have may arise during meditation. But then if you allow them to go, you might not even remember them when you're done. Plans for changing the world, changing yourself. But just allowing yourself to be is enough. Bring your attention now to your body in the seated position. Just notice your feet, your legs, torso, arms, shoulders, neck, and head. Notice that the body isn't static, the body is breathing. So I'm going to invite you to take 3 deep inhales and exhales. On the exhale, allow the body to settle and to relax. Shoulders soft, face soften. Just allow the breath to return to the normal rhythm. Allowing it to be an anchor that helps you to settle. Always reminding us when we begin again. Simply note the breath, inhale, and the exhale. Could be counting the breaths, or just using an internal way of saying, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. With a short form in and out. And as you breathe, you can even bring a half smile to your lips. And just notice if anything changes. Bring a sense of curiosity, noting the rise and the fall. some ways, the activity of breathing is your body's work, just as the beating of the heart, the digestion of food. And often we don't even know it's happening, but yet it is providing you with life. Bring some gratitude to the work that your body does. I'm going to invite you to bring your attention to your livelihood, to your work. That might be actual working, the schedule, and coworkers, or it might be that you're retired and your livelihood has changed. But just like the work of your body, the work of your mind, your hands, and your heart have filled your days. So I'd like you to just think about either a time when you were working outside of your home or the work that you do now. And notice if you can think of a joy or an ease that you have with that work, or you have with the work that you do now. Sanskrit word is sukha, the opposite of dukkha, which is suffering. Sukha means ease, happiness, bliss. And think of a time when, or if it's happening now, that your work gives you a sense of ease and satisfaction. That work may take the form of taking care of little beings who are under your protection, or checking in on a neighbor, sitting through meetings, and bringing wisdom to the table. But whatever it is or was, just focus on a time that there was a sense of ease, satisfaction, and joy. And notice, as you're reflecting on this, how the body continues to work. Body breathes, heart beats, all of the different organs are working for you. Take a moment to give gratitude to this livelihood. And after giving gratitude, return breath. So in closing this formal time of meditation, I'm going to share with you something from an article that Jack Kornfield wrote just a year or two ago. It's entitled "No Part Left Out, Your Life as Your Path." He says the Buddha's own words explain that awakening and freedom are found in this way. When sitting, standing, walking, or lying down, through right speech, right action, right livelihood, inwardly and outwardly, with the whole body, feelings, mind, and relationships, in solitude and community, in prison, hut, farm, or palace, in times of war, in times of peace, in sickness, and in health. And then Jack Kornfield writes, these are empowering and ennobling words. Your life provides the perfect conditions for awakening, freedom, and compassion. Enlightenment and liberation are not found in the Himalayas, nor in some ancient monasteries. They are only found where you are. Thus, they are possible for you. Thank you for your practice. Your life is the path to awakening. So with that, whether walking, sitting, lying down, we're going to do our walking meditation in the sanctuary or in the social hall, wherever you'd like to go. You do not have to follow me this time. So choose your path. And I wore my one of my malas today. And so I'm going to use this to just count my steps as I use the beads. And that's one of the ways you could do it. You could do it by saying a mantra, or but I just brought that as sort of my show and tell, so that if you wonder, gosh, my mind tends to go in so many different directions, what's a good way to try to center it? And the ancients really had an idea that keeping your hands busy helps to keep the mind quiet. So with that, how many? 108. Yeah, and so that I've been doing this in the morning of doing my mantra, and when I get to the end, I go, "Oh!" I don't have to keep track of it because it tells me that I've got 108, which is an auspicious number in Buddhism. So
Count it when you do it.
no, I just I'll say the mantra, or if I'm counting the breath, I'm just breathing. And so I don't count it. So I don't, when I get to 108, I don't know I've gotten there. And that's what you see around the stupas in Kathmandu and throughout Nepal. Everybody is walking, they're circumambulating the stupa clockwise. Don't go counterclockwise. That's sort of like against your prayers. You know, you're not doing good that way. But they've got their malas in their hands and they're doing it.
And so how, by each step, you're touching a bead next?
Or each breath, I'll
Each
take,
breath,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, each breath, okay. But I haven't done it with the walking meditation, so I'm gonna see how that works, whether it's each step. You know, I'll try it today, so, and I'll let you know how it goes. So if you have to be wearing a bracelet or something that has beads on it, you know, you could do that. It doesn't have to be 108. So we go toward the meditation.